Hello friends, warm greetings from India. I would like to thank the Bhutanese Writers Association and Casey Lungma in particular for inviting me to present my poem and also allowing me the opportunity to say a few words. And I think that these are times of strange contradictions. On the one hand, we are in a postmodernist era, post-truth times, where truth is always subject to examination, further exploration. And on the other hand, there's so many people in this world fighting for their basic rights, right? So we have all talked about time and again about the uniting power, that force of poetry that brings us together like music, even transcending language, right? Even I like listening to Gaelic poetry. It moves me. The pathos, the pain, the beauty, the emotions, right? You can understand it in the rhyme and the rhythm of even free verse poetry. So poetry is doing lots, but it's not just pink poetry, to borrow a phrase, but it is poetry that speaks for the rights of people, basic rights of people, civic and civil, citizens' rights, immigrants' rights, the rights of people, for example, fasting in Belgium for faster processing of their papers and so on and so forth. Rights of people to protest, rights of people to ask for the review of all papers that they are dealing with. For example, the citizenship protest in India was big too, and the role of the police was examined at that point in time, as well as while dealing with the pandemic. Several leaders have been questioned in connection with their capacity to deal with a global epidemic. The world simply wasn't prepared for it. Anyways, the internet has been a boom, though the signal sometimes tries, but I think I have very little time, so keeping it very short, I am going to read a poem on the police. This is on campus police. I was a student in North America, first in the United States and then in Canada. And in both places, I literally had my status stolen. So this is based on my experience, but it goes far beyond it. And the reason this is not written in first person and narrating that, this is exactly my experience is because, we all are free to experience and to experiment with forms of poetry, to experience writing process in different ways. So this is a poem that makes the campus police the subject, particularly creating it, moving away from I, the subject, to critiquing the power tools of the very powerful people. Campus police is always representing the gun-wielding power of people. It's supposed to be there for the security of students, but so many times it is not doing so. It has recently happened in UK as well, in the case of I think Sarah Edwards or Evans or something like that, and that was town police, not campus police. But this poem is about campus police, and it arises out of my reading of them, so to say. So I hope you will like it. Thank you, friends, for hearing me out. Here is a poem. I'm not explaining it. It's self-explanatory. It's kind of like COVID police, like let's say if they're standing in front of a banner saying, stay safe and stay away. And if they beat you up just because you happen to cross their path, then what kind of a policing are they doing? So that's exactly the image and metaphor that I have used here. Here goes my poem, Campus Police. Hosting a harassment filing competition almost. The campus police taking over as the voice of the powerful, a strange power mediator, becoming the mighty, the voice of the establishment, becoming one with them, speaking in their voice, their views against you, always against you, you, the newcomer, you, the dreamer, to the extent against you as to get you out of the picture, removed forever from all frames of power. Are you? Are these your keys? Are these your keys? Still asks the officer in my nightmares, but the campus police, leaping, lunging its car, in an animated movement, rhythmical with my phone calls, quietly walking by, bicycling with a smirky face, bicycling just to cross paths, bicycling just to bicycle in front, standing before posters of messages extremely relevant, pertinent to the moment, pertinent to the theft of my letter, of immigration papers, papers as important as stamps of immigration, standing then in front of paper posters, mimicking the style of the culprit, the aggressor, the harasser who won over me. And still such an enigma, the campus police, the handcuff carrying, steel bodied, armor plated, copper handed, gold toothed campus police surveying young students in Fair County, First World. Thank you. I hope you like it. Please do let me know. Thanks so much.